Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
Hello there, and welcome to Tales from Peridia. I just realized that I uploaded the wrong clip because it's supposed to have Qui-Gon saying, always remember, your focus determines your reality. And that was very silent and just nothing.
Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
But thank you guys for tuning back in to another episode of Tales from Peridia. Today we are joined by Star Wars with PercyMan. Met this dude at ICCC with JT. I would have him on, but unfortunate things have happened with JT's social medias, and so there's really no way to plug him, unfortunately. Screw Meta. um,
Yeah,
but
fuck meta.
Star Wars with Percy, man. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really good, man. Thanks for having me here. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. After some complications, it's good to finally get you on.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We tried to do this last week and then yeah, we had some complications for sure.
Yeah,
So,
I think we tried to do it the week before too. It still had complications.
well, if we did, then that's my bad cuz my memory is shot.
Oh, bro, fucking, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. Don't don't feel bad. Oh, well, before we get into the typical interview questions, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find you at, what you do, all that good stuff.
All right, I'll do my quick spiel here. I'm Star Wars with Percy Man on Instagram and YouTube. Mostly lately, I've been doing Instagram content, a lot of cosplaying and going to conventions. Like I went to Nashville, and on YouTube, I have a podcast, and I've been recently doing it more like once a month is kind of what I was trying to do. And
Hell yeah.
I missed a couple months at one point, but it's been, I think I'm on episode 7 now, and those are basically where I do something similar to what you do, and but it's mostly focused around different conventions and like cosplaying as a whole, or meeting celebrities even like like the last couple times I've had my friend Charlie on, and we just talked about Smallville and like DC and stuff like that. So it's not always Star Wars either, even though I'm like, well, there it is, Star Wars with Percy Man. That's just the name's stuck, and that's how it's always gonna be. And on YouTube, that's the Instagram side, and on YouTube, it's like it's mostly more focused on Star Wars, and I have a lot of lore content, mostly focused around clone troopers, and then trying to merge the gap between animated fans and live action fans, and basically telling people who watch the live action shows like what is happening and like why things are connecting. And I've fallen off on that a bit, but the clone trooper videos are kind of my bread and butter.
Hell yeah, man. Like, I don't think I've actually seen any of like your lore videos, but I've seen like your shorts keep popping up in my Instagram feed like you fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, I think literally before, like we had talked at ICCC, and then literally like 2 hours later, I think it's you as like a temple guard or something popped up in my fucking YouTube
Yeah.
short. Like, what the fuck? I literally just talked to this guy. You need to fuck off, YouTube.
Yeah, they know too much. The AI overlords are coming for everybody. They've already taken our friend. We need him back. Everybody vote on change.org. Like a lot of people have been, I was reading through the stories on that, like
Yeah,
there's the change.org, and people put their stories or whatever. And there's so many people that have been screwed over for no reason, and it's just because of stupid AI
yeah.
algorithm banning people.
Yeah, it's stupid, dude. Fuck it. I'll put the link to that in the description. If you guys don't know, freaking one of our buddies, JT, he got his Instagram just completely taken down for no fucking reason, and he has been building it for years. Like he's got like just a shit ton of
He has a lot
memories.
of good followers, and like he follows a lot of people, and he's posted a lot of content on there. Yeah.
It sucks, and you can't get a hold of anybody. So there's a whole change.org link where people are trying to get it to where Meta has to at least be accessible to have human interactions with this shit, because there's a whole process that you've got to do. Luckily, I've never had to go through it, and be honest with you, I don't care about my Instagram as much. Like I understand what JT's going through. Like if that shit ever happened to my YouTube, bro, I don't
Mhm.
know what I'd fucking do. So, but like Instagram, I'd just make another one. But I know he was like Meta verified, and I know that completely like fucks your chances of getting your original account back. So y'all go check out that change.org link in the description, and so we can hopefully get tons of people's Instagrams back that they fucking lost and spent so much time on.
Yeah. It seems like it was in a short period of time that so many people lost their accounts too. So hopefully they
Yeah.
can actually get all of those people their accounts back. Like that's bullshit. There's no way to communicate with fucking Meta.
Yeah. And what sucks,
Mark
like,
Mark Zuckerberg.
I can't speak on everybody else, but like JT, it definitely seems like a targeted attack. Like people probably just mass reported his fucking page for no reason. Probably just because he was at the Theory Sabers booth at fucking ICCC, and that's fucking horse shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like that didn't even cross my mind. I didn't even think of
Dude,
that.
that crossed like all of our minds as soon as like he told us about it. Like Gazer, Wrath, fucking like everybody from ICCC. That's like the first thing that popped into our minds. Like probably a bunch of middle schoolers or fucking butt hurt. Fucking, I mean, I don't know if you're a big fan of the Disney projects, but I'm not. So I call them Disney shills. But
Yeah.
fucking, it just seems too coincidental. That is right after, working with Theory all. I mean, he wasn't really working with Theory, but chilling with Theory all weekend, and then all of a sudden his account's taken down. Like it's too coincidental.
Hmm.
But enough about JT. As much as I love JT and spreading the word about getting his shit back, this is this is your interview.
That's okay. That's okay. He doesn't have a voice on his biggest platform, so we
Yeah.
can share it on our own, you know what I mean?
But so first question that I always ask everybody, and I love these types of stories. What got you into Star Wars?
Uh watching the prequels in theaters for sure.
Oh
So
shit.
I'm born 95. I got unk status. And so I don't remember all of the Phantom Menace, but I do remember the pod racing scene. So that's always stuck with me. Obviously, I got Anakin and Sebulba chilling beside me here always. And then but no, like I do remember I remember some of the pod racing scene, and we went to a drive-in movie theater. Those used to exist still.
Hell
Like
yeah, bro.
it was rare for the times, and now I think that one's closed, or it's like in its last season or something. I think it might be in its last season, or like they keep saying that every year, and then they make just enough money to last another season, I think. But as long as they stay open, that's good. But I do think they keep talking about closing down. And then Attack of the Clones uh, is what really got me into Star Wars I went from what's that 2002, I guess. I guess I would be 7. And I remember that movie in the theater like completely. Like the scene with the clones and the battle droids coming in and fighting each other on Geonosis with all the smoke.
Yeah.
Like that is engraved in my brain for the rest of my life, and that was like as big as it could possibly be. And it's like even back then I noticed that the clones were coming in from the other side. Like usually the bad guys come in on the like they come in to the left from the right
Yeah.
side, and the good guys usually come in from the left to the right side, but it was swapped in that movie, and the battle droids were like, so when the smoke cleared, it looked like the battle droids were, it was like a surprise kind of, like you expected
Yeah.
that was going to be the clones and then that was going to be the droids, but it was the other way around. And yeah, those are the two scenes that like got me into Star Wars, I would say. The pod racing and the first battle on Geonosis.
Dude, that's sick. Fucking yeah. Speaking of drive-ins, the one that I saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters when I was like 5 years old, but it wasn't, in the theater. It was a drive-in. That
Sick.
same drive-in is still open to this day, bro. Like they are going every fucking weekend, and it's great. I would have gone back to that drive-in to see the re-release. Obviously 20 years later,
That'd be cool.
fucking same exact spot, same drive-in, but they didn't get it, unfortunately, which is
Did you
odd
find
because
it somewhere else?
yeah, my Cinemark, like 30 minutes from me, they got it. So
Nice. Yeah, that was the only re-release I've gone to watch so far, and it's in Canada, they're not as widespread. Like you gotta like go to fucking Toronto to watch. Like they did I think they did Empire and Return of the Jedi already, and like then they just did or did they do Phantom Menace, and then they did Revenge of the
yeah,
Sith. So then they're
yeah.
probably gonna do A New Hope and then Attack of the Clone. But yeah, no. So Revenge of the Sith's the only one I watched because it was like less than an hour away. But any other time I would have had to drive like 2 or 3 hours just to go
Jeez,
see.
dude.
Yeah.
And I thought it was bad with when they released the 24-hour, like the marathon, like they only released it in 13 theaters across the
Oh,
US.
yeah. I didn't even know about. We don't even know about that. That's like some forbidden knowledge that Canadians aren't allowed to know.
Dude, frickin' I was jealous last year because they did the Phantom Menace re-release, and I got to see that in theaters. That was an experience. I was born in 2000, so I didn't.
No, for
Revenge of the
sure.
Sith was literally the only Star Wars movie I saw in theaters until 2015.
Oh, it's a
But
pretty good one to see.
yeah, dude,
I was 10, so
dude, I will never forget. God rest my mom, dude, but she definitely did not get the top mom award for letting me see Anakin burn alive
5
at
years
5 years
old.
old. Like she let me see everything, bro. She got top mom award for taking me to the midnight release for it, but then she should have maybe covered my eyes a little bit, but no, she didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 10. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, dude, I felt like those movies were totally targeted towards me. By the time I was 10 and Revenge of the
Oh
Sith
yeah,
came out,
dude.
it was like, and my aunt took me to like IMAX in Toronto to see that one. So it was a giant screen. That was a good memory for sure.
Yeah, dude. Freaking,
That's
I got to
so
see.
every prequel movie I have a really good memory of seeing as well, which is kind
Dude,
of nice
that's awesome. Yeah.
because I do not have that experience with the newer movies.
See, the the newer movies is a bittersweet thing for me because like my grandpa showed me A New Hope when I was 4 years old. Like, well, he didn't necessarily show it to me. I came downstairs to annoy him, as little kids do with adults. And he just so happened to be watching A New Hope, and I'm sure everybody's sick and tired of hearing this story that's watching. But it was the scene on the Death Star where Obi-Wan is fighting Vader, and he's like, when I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master." And I was just constantly asking him a shit ton of questions like, "Why is this robot fighting an old man, bro? Like, what is this? Like, what are you watching?" He's like, "Shut the hell up. Watch the fucking movie, kid." So I sat down and watched the movie, and he showed me all of them up to Attack of the Clones because that's all there was. And so I watched them all at home on DVD, VHS, all that good shit. And then The Force Awakens was actually one of the last Star Wars movies that he saw in theaters.
Wow,
So,
cool.
yeah.
So he got to see a lot of Star Wars at least. That's great.
Dude.
Some
But
good memories, man.
between him, my mom, my uncle, and my uncle, like I've heard so many stories of like how many times like he went to the theaters to go see Star Wars, like without them. So like, I really lucked out with everybody in my family kind of liking Star Wars. So
Nice. Yeah, not a lot of people in my family like Star Wars, but it's like my dad doesn't really like Star Wars. My mom doesn't really didn't really care about movies that much.
Yeah,
But
I
we
mean,
did go we went to the drive-in, and that was like important.
hell
That was
yeah,
family time.
fuck yeah, man. It's crazy. Like I've got a lot of family members that are
Oop.
actually into Star Wars that I didn't realize it. Um, by the time this
Mhm.
episode comes out, I'll
I
probably
have more
already.
extended family that are into it for sure. Like a couple cousins and an uncle or
Yeah,
a
bro.
couple uncles, I should say.
But one of my cousins, I have no idea how she came across this. I'm not asking questions. She just said that she's going to give it to me, and hopefully by the time this episode comes out I'll actually have it in my hands. But she's got Kenny Baker autograph from
What?
when he was R2D2.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. You were the first person to hear that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
So
wish I had one. I'm not like I love watching like I think I'm addicted now to watching the card pull videos because of everyone at ICCC.
Yeah,
And what's his name? Sith something. He's
Star
always
Wars Sith.
doing yeah, he's always doing the card pulls, and I love watching it, but I don't know if I could I would freak out if I got an autograph, but I don't know if I would like it as much as an autograph that I got from someone that I met in person, I guess. I don't know. But it's
It's
still hype too, because
yeah, it's
my
the thrill.
girlfriend's really into Pokemon cards, and we're on the website every week trying to fucking get Pokemon cards, and you can't. No matter what, you gotta program a bot to do it at lightning
Yeah.
speed is the only way.
Yeah, I mean, like it's pretty dope. Like I'm trying to get rid of this card. I'm trying to sell it. It's just a normal Han Solo, but if you turn it around, it's a nice, good old. I don't know how well it showed. 2 out of 5,
Oh,
and that was
nice.
just out of a random pack of cards. Like I spent $20 on it and pulled that. I was like, what the fuck?
I think
Never
his
pulled
name
an
was
auto.
Ricky.
What?
Ricky was doing like at his at his table, what the lobby sales, sorry, he had
Yeah,
like a little game set up, so
yeah, the pull box,
I got a card from him, and I ended up with Biggs Darklighter, baby.
dude.
But it is
That's way
one of the Japanese cards, so I thought that was cool.
hell yeah, Japanese
The
mail.
description's in English, but the name
Yeah,
in the front is Japanese. It's cool.
yeah. In one set, it's called High Tech. Fucking, they got Biggs Darklighter in there, and they do him so dirty, bro. I wish I still had the card, but
Is
I
it
already
him
sold it.
dying or something?
No, bro, it's literally him. He's talking like this, but he's like his eyes are closed and everything. I'm like, why would y'all use that on the card, bro? That's terrible.
There's such like they should have used the deleted scene of him and Luke talking together. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen it.
There's the one on Tatooine, but I mean the one where where they're both pilots.
Oh
And they're
no, I haven't seen that one. I've only seen the one where he's on Tatooine.
yeah, the one where they're both pilots is like on Endor or whatever where the rebel base is, and the gold leader guy, he comes up and he tells Luke that he used to know Anakin, or he used to know Anakin, that his dad saved him back in the Clone Wars kind of thing, or
Oh
like that
shit.
either that he saved him or that he was a good pilot in the Clone Wars. And then
Oh
they
shit.
cut that scene obviously because they didn't want to like reveal too much about Anakin, I guess. back
Dude,
then.
that's sick.
But in that scene, it's like Biggs and Luke running up and seeing each other. They're like, "Oh my god!" Like we were friends on Tatooine, and now we're like on a freaking another planet about to die together. What's up?
Do you know the YouTube channel Pitch Meetings?
Pitch meetings. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Bro, that it sounds exactly like something that you would use.
Yeah, that's like the tangent I kind of go off on.
Dude, that's fucking great. Oh man. Shit. Well, to get back to some of these podcast questions, who's your favorite character in all of Star Wars?
Okay, and I should have prepared for this. I gotta think. Probably. Can you? Can I do like a top three maybe, or like type of character?
No, you have to pick one and then the rest just die.
Okay, the
No,
rest die.
no,
The
you
rest
can pick
die.
three.
I gotta say probably Obi-Wan Kenobi would be
Lame.
the number one.
Nah, that's a good answer. Been getting a lot of Obi-Wans lately.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, when you're thinking about who has the most impact and who has been there since the beginning and throughout it, Obi-Wan and Yoda are probably at the top of a lot of people's lists. And a lot of people will automatically go Anakin, but yeah, I for me it's Obi-Wan, and yeah, Attack of the Clones was my favorite movie, and that's like the Obi-Wan detective movie. I don't want to say it's my favorite movie, but it was my favorite movie growing up for sure.
Yeah. See, I used to like Obi-Wan and then I got older and I'm like noticing like all these like different moments in Star Wars, like in Return of the Jedi when Luke's like, "Oh, come away with me. There's still good in you. I feel it." He's like, "Oh, Obi-Wan once thought as you did." I'm like, I'm looking back at all this shit. I'm like, no, the fuck he did not. At what point during Revenge of the Sith did this fucker ever try to bring Anakin back? No, this dude sucks. Negotiator, my ass. You went straight for the kill. Like,
Yeah,
goddamn, there wasn't
well,
no.
once you kill the kids, it's too late. I kind of agree with him in that sense. I feel like up until he killed the kids, he might have been trying at least to. He didn't know. He saw Anakin as a brother, but he needed to be the father. He did fail in that way. Yeah, but it's also the Jedi teachings that failed both of them because
Oh yeah.
they're not supposed to have that kind of relationship in the first place.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Obi-Wan's like top tier, like I guess pinnacle of what a Jedi should be. Well, no, I'd throw that to Qui-Gon, but like of all the people that have the reasons to turn to the dark side, it should be Obi-Wan, and he
Yeah,
doesn't. But then he loses cool points with me because it's like, bro, why didn't you just like do a little bit, brother. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of dark side Obi-Wan. Let's get some more of that Phantom Menace right after you saw your master get fucking stabbed.
yeah, that was cool how fast he was after that.
Yeah, bro. I still can't believe that they had to slow down the footage.
Yeah, they slowed down some of him and Anakin's episode 3 fight too.
Yeah. I saw a thing where they were like talking about the behind the scenes of like them shooting it and making it and all that. And I mean, obviously, Mustafar's CGI and green screen, but like there of
What?
all the like that entire fight with Hayden and Ewan, it's all them except for like an up close shot of Obi-Wan whenever they're doing the Obi Annie and they're mirroring each other and then they lock sabers and like there's like an up close shot of Ewan's face.
Yep.
That's CGI because he was unavailable that day for reshoots. That's
Like
the
a
only fucking scene in that entire fight between them
Oh yeah.
where they CGI'd their face.
It's better than the Palpatine fight.
Bro, what's bad is I didn't
We don't
notice.
gotta talk about the Palpatine fight.
I didn't notice how bad any of that shit was until like I watched it on like 4K
Yeah,
TV a
4K
couple of years
ruined a lot of
ago.
things.
I was like, ooh, that's bad. That's real bad.
Now people can pause the parts where he's holding Anakin's lightsaber during the fight because in the original script Anakin was supposed to show up earlier.
Oh man, I
So
want to see that fucking
there's a
Lucas
couple
cut.
spots where he just has the wrong lightsaber, and
Yeah.
what do you do? That's canon now. He just had that. Okay? He just had it.
It was a mockery of Anakin's lightsaber. The buttons on the front.
It's a twisty.
Oh man. So I'm assuming that you've played some Star Wars video games back in your day since Unk status, Mr. 95 over there.
Yeah.
Like in what's your favorite Star Wars game if you played any?
If I've played any. I've played a couple. There was this plug and play game. No, I'm just fucking with you. It's it's Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, and that's it. That's the only game you ever need to play
I don't mean to make fun of you, but why the fuck did you get a Watto Auto on the pod racing game?
because it's near and dear to me. It's all I wanted.
Should have gotten Sebulba.
Watto does the most voice acting in that game, and I got Sebulba to sign this toy instead from. Well,
Oh
this thing's
shit.
older. This is older than you are, actually.
Actually, I think you showed that one on the Crunch and Collectibles. I don't remember the game, but
Yeah. Yeah, I
I've never
probably
played that
forgot to
game.
show it, but we were talking about Sebulba a lot because of the video and the card, right?
Yeah, dude. Fuck, I still go back and watch that shit like every day, bro. Like it is so unreal.
The card was great. I was so happy I was just sitting at the table right next to that. I was like, sweet. Kind of just like peeking over the shoulder, listening to what he's saying.
Yeah, bro. Fucking shit. Before we get into any more of these questions, what how'd you like ICCC? 'Cause I know you had to travel outside the country, or well, outside of your country.
Yeah, I went really far. Uh, it what would have been, I guess, a 10 or an 11-hour drive, but I flew instead. So
You
it took.
smart fucking man.
I hate flying though, so I don't know. I don't know if I would drive next time either. It's not right in Nashville. It's in a place called Murfreesboro. So I had to take a gosh darn. I took a. I didn't have like cell service at the time, so or Wi-Fi, or I didn't have Uber at the moment. My bad. I had Wi-Fi at the airport, but I didn't have Uber. So I jumped in a taxi. It was like 80 to $100
Fuck.
just to get to Murfreesboro from the airport. And I'm like, where's all that money I was trying to save? Jesus.
Fuck.
And then I think it was about 40 or 30 when I Ubered back to the like I downloaded Uber because I was like, that is messed up. But man, in Canada, like I don't know, a half-hour drive in Canada, flat rate maybe $50, and $50 Canadian is like 35 American. So I was like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, that Canadian exchange rate kind of fucked y'all.
Yeah, it's kind of been going our way a little bit slowly, but we don't got to talk about that either.
Oh man.
I gotta say, my other two favorite characters are Plo Koon and Bo Katan.
Oh shit! I
So
think that's the
meeting
first one I've
meeting
gotten for
Katie
those.
Sackhoff was pretty surreal at ICCC.
Bro, did you like meet her at her table, or did you
Yeah,
get like just a photo op?
yeah, I did both.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, bro. There's a couple of times like we were all chilling at the Theory Sabers booth, and she like literally walked by, and everybody was like fucking talking theory and all that. I'm like, Katie Sackhoff just walked right by y'all. Like, she literally stopped and waved at me one time, and my buddy Gazer, like, we went up and talked to her. I say we, I was just standing there smiling like an idiot because, like, I didn't
Yeah,
know what the fuck to say to her.
we
But
by association, of course.
yeah, Gazer did all the talking. He literally was like, "Hey, Katie, thanks for coming to ICCC. Like, it's great to see you and great to meet you and all that." I'm just standing there like, fucking big old smile on my face, doing nothing. Chug, chug, chug.
It was at the bottom.
Oh, so what was aside from Katie, what was like the best experience you had at ICCC?
I like meeting all the fans and stuff. Like not
Hell
my
yeah.
fans. I don't have fans. I meant all the Star Wars fans. Like that was pretty wild. I've never been to like there was some Ninja Turtle stuff going on, but that was the most Star Wars convention I've ever been to, other than like a fan expo where it was just heavy on Star Wars guests, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever. But like, yeah, no, that was really cool and it's a unique experience, like just having breakfast and then there's Andy and frickin' Lewis, like Watto and Sebulba having breakfast right beside you, or Warwick Davis and his son are like eating food over there, and it's just like, wow, what the heck's going on?
You just said the trigger words for this channel. You're kicked off. You're never allowed back on. Fucking Warwick Davis. I've got beef with that man.
Yeah, we talked it out on my channel already. It's all good.
Yeah, no, I still got beef with that man. It ain't all good on my
And
end.
it was Bricks that put the knowledge onto us that his wife had just passed away before he went to ICCC. And I don't know how close those two events were, but yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only leeway or excuse I could give him now too. Yeah, he was pretty I would just say like uh not ignorant but very not in the moment. He wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully he's better at different cons. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, apparently he liked that con last time he was there too, and so he came back. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe that's
Yeah.
all it was. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? I just know that I had more
Sucks having
fun
a bad
talking to Roger
experience
and
though.
everybody else. What?
Sucks having a bad experience though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt like I had
Luckily,
that with Giancarlo Esposito one time
I don't
when I
know who
met
that is.
him. He plays Moff Gideon
Oh
in The
shit.
Mandalorian.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he's in other stuff too, like The Boys and Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But Better Call Saul. That's good. I like that show too. I actually watched Better Call Saul before I watched Breaking Bad, which not a lot of people did. So I like that show too. Anyways, but
Said
no,
I've only seen three
when I met
episodes.
him, it was very like he did not want to like talk to anyone. He was just seemed like he was just trying to get everyone through the line. Like I know it's crazy amount of people, and I do
Yeah.
kind of respect him for trying to get everyone in, but he was also yeah, he didn't really seem to want to talk that much at all, you
Yeah.
know. So when they don't want to talk, it just kind of turns into like a little bit of bootlicking and then an autograph and then see you later. And I also had to pay extra for him to write a little quote, which I thought was dumb. They started doing that the past year or two. And I'm like,
Yeah.
man, paying extra to write a quote, I will riot. if they keep doing that. I'll think of something. I'll protest. That's the safer word.
Oh my god. I
I will not be
love that.
I will not be buying no frickin' yeah, I won't be buying that anymore if they keep doing that. There will be no quotes ever again.
Dude, yeah, fucking so I don't feel like pulling the picture down, but I met Shin Hati in Ocala Comic Con, right?
Cool.
Everybody in front of me getting, you have no power, and any other fucking famous line that she said from Ahsoka. No big deal. I asked her to write "You have no power" on 2 8x10s. Her handler immediately is like, "Yeah, that's going to be an extra $80 on each of them." I'm like, "For what?"
For both?
Yes. I was like, "Nah,
At
bro.
all even.
I'm
Yeah,
good."
that's crazy.
I was like, "I'll just take the signature." But
Was
even
she in a
Ivana,
lot of other stuff? I've never seen her in anything else.
yeah, she was in Pacific Rim. She's in the new Megan movie. But
Okay,
like
I haven't seen that.
she was really fucking nice. Like
Mhm.
she actually takes the time to, talk with you even if there is like a 4-hour line.
Yeah.
Which is good because I love shit like that, but I hate it at the same time because I'll be in line. I'm like, motherfucker, it's my turn.
Yeah, I get the pricing isn't John Carlo's fault either, but it's like that on top of everything else. I was like, just
Yeah.
waited a long time for kind of what felt like nothing a bit. I told him like that scene. I was like, man, that scene where you pop out of the X-wing with that lightsaber. I was like, that was the scene that made me really be like, I was like, this show is awesome. I like this show. And then he was just like, yeah, cool. Nice. Sick.
God damn. Yeah, see, Warwick was really the only bad experience I've had with a celebrity. Like fucking Ivana, we actually like sat there and talked for a few minutes.
Hmm.
And because like she did her panel at Ocala and she had a Q&A, and I asked her a question is like, why does Balin have such a disdain towards Anakin? And she loved the question so much. She literally was like, I went to go get my photo op with her right after, and she's like, "Hey, I'm so sorry I couldn't answer your question." Like she's trying to talk to me about it, and the workers are like, "All right, we took your picture. Get the fuck out of this photo booth."
They're like, hey, you're not supposed to tell people that. They're not supposed to know that yet. Get out of here.
But my bad experiences with her was mainly just her handlers like trying to charge me all that
Yeah, the
extra money.
upcharge.
And then so, obviously I'm face to face with Ivana, like the first Star Wars actor I've ever fucking met. I'm going to try to get her on my fucking podcast. I get, "Hey, so I run a," and the handler is just like, "Nope, she can't do it." I'm like, "Well, damn, can I get the question up? Can she answer, please?" Fuck. All right.
Wow. Yeah, I've never tried that, but that's pretty rude. I didn't know that
But
the
even
handler
Ivana,
that
she
handler was really hands-on. Jeez.
Ivana was just like giving her like these side eyes, like, "Can you fucking stop?" And she talked to me for like 5 minutes, so it kind of made up for
Yeah,
it.
that's good.
So, what is your favorite Star Wars book if you've read any?
Probably this series. No, I'm just kidding. These books I buy some of these books sometimes just to get extra info about clones and different stuff.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of so they're written by who are they written by? Gossett and Dunlap. That might be the publisher. I don't know. But anyways, I always see anything from these as canon, and there's always a bit of extra knowledge, and they basically run through episodes and stuff. So this one is like the arcs of like the rookies. So
Yeah.
when Domino Squad does their training, and
Yeah.
when they're on the Rishi Moon outpost, and
And you
then
wanted action.
when they're ARC troopers, or when they become ARC troopers, I should say, when they fight in the battle for Camino.
Dude,
And
that's fucking sick.
and yeah, so the most most recent video, it's been a while, but I did it on the guy right on the cover, Commander Colt. So I got the book to learn more about him, and I've been working on and writing a lot of Clone 99 is the next one I'm doing.
Good shit.
And like the maintenance clone that has like the age defect,
Yeah.
the disabled clone basically. But yeah, so those books are kind of fun. I like reading through those a bit, but I've also read the novelization of Revenge of the Sith. That's probably my favorite book, like pretty basic. I wouldn't say I've read a lot. I've read the Plagueis book. I've read the movie novelizations of the prequels, and I know a book that's pretty good actually. Where is it? I got it right here. It's the Attack of the Clones visual dictionary.
Dude, I need to get those fucking visual dictionaries and all that shit.
These things are pretty cool. I just bought them on Amazon. I think I ended up paying less than like $60 for the 3 prequel ones.
Hell yeah.
And then Amazon's got free shipping, so but depends you got to like find the right deals too sometimes on
Yeah.
there, like they're not always selling. But I like this book because it's got a lot of info on the clone troopers and like their upbringing and stuff that literally would never be in the movie. And then as I was growing up, like I've read those things, and then as I'm growing up, they come out with the show called The Clone Wars. And then it just blew my mind that like what they could do and all these how like all these different clones, like I'm obsessed with clones. That's all I could say. Like how can all of the same person all be so different and like relatable at the same time? It's so cool. And voiced by this guy right here.
Have you
Freaking
met D. Bradley Baker?
yeah, I met him in line.
Dude, that's sick.
We just spoke briefly. It wasn't bad though. And then, but
Dude,
yeah,
hell yeah.
I still need to get a picture with him. That's like still on my bucket list. I'd like to get a photo op with him because I got the Matthew, Ashley, and James over there for the trio.
Dude, good shit, man. Well, I try to not run these super long anymore because used to have like, I mean, I still do have like 12 fucking questions. I have not edited them down yet.
Right. I can
um,
also answer faster if you want.
oh, dude, you're good. Fucking, you're good. Literally, I had the first episode for season 4 for Tales of Peridia. I didn't ask a single fucking question from this goddamn list. It's literally just me and my buddy talking for like an hour and a half straight.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, dude. But I've really enjoyed having you on. Thank you everybody to watching, obviously. Go check out Star Wars with PercyMan. Everything for him will be down in the description. Before we head out of here, you got any tips or words of wisdom for the people watching at home?
Keep on keeping on. Stay strong. You wanna live long. You can't live wrong. And but yeah, seriously. Fuck AI. That's my message to the world. I don't like if I know everyone's loving all of it and everything that's going on, and I apologize if anyone's using it a lot or whatever. But yeah, that's my message to the world.
Yeah, I don't have I have a problem with AI when it deletes my friends' fucking Instagram pages for no fucking reason. But I kind of like since I'm terrible with Photoshop and all that, I do enjoy putting like my thumbnails into like Gemini or something, be like, "Hey, what would you rate this?" And they're like, "This is an 8 out of 10." I'm like, "Fuck yes. All right, cool."
Oh, if it gives you some input, that's better than it doing all the work for you.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
fucking
that's a step in the right direction in my mind.
yeah, no. I mean,
Hell yeah.
sometimes I'm lazy and I will be like, "Hey, make me a movie poster for this," just to see what it can do. And I'm like, "Yeah, there's no way I can make something like that. I am terrible with graphic design."
Yeah.
But yeah, again, thank you for hopping on, bud. It was really great talking to you. We'll have to get you on again in the future.
Yeah, sounds
Like
good, man.
hell yeah. Like I said, all of his information will be down in the description. And may the force be with you always. Peace.